Okay, we should be streaming. Could be, at least. Okay. Come on, homepage. Refresh for me. There we go. Alright, audio is good. We are in. Cool. And my secondary monitor seems to have fixed itself. It was being weird yesterday. Alright, so I'm obsessed with the shipbuilding here in No Man's Sky. I want to perfect the builds I was working on last night. The game is still running good over there. Yep. I need to stop slouching. I need a chair that allows me to sit up straight comfortably. This chair is me. Just noticed that it auto-named the ship the Departure of Gravity. That is a sick name. Anyway. So, we have our Pelican here. And then I have my Vulture as well. I want to try and, like, visually combine the aesthetic of the two. While also fixing a lot of the clipping issues I had on my Vulture. So that's what we are going to do. I might have to periodically come back to this ship to look at it. But I think what I want to do is I want to make the ship in the middle here 2 units longer, and then the tail 1 unit longer. It's going to be 3 halves longer. The interior space is going to be about the same. At least that is the plan. Because I have some spaces here that I can switch out for something else. So let me see. So yeah, I'm thinking about swapping out these slanted bits here for another hab room, which means I'll have to move these hidden missile pods here. I'm probably going to remove this section here so that I can fit in those landing arms, and then move this back. And then in the tail here, I think, because of what I plan on doing with it, I'm probably gonna widen this out. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to decide what to do with this, because I want to keep it only 2 layers tall in the hab space and keep it looking super slick. Can I go to camera mode real quick? Look around at the ship. Okay, so this is what I have. But I really like the other one I have, because I think I like these types of wings side by side like this instead of like this. Let me pull up my other ship for reference. I need to stop slouching. I'm doing it. Okay, what is my other ship? Let's summon here, because there are some ships I can go ahead and delete. So interesting that it doesn't show all my units on the ship, on the icon. I think that's because it's removing any pieces that are clipping with each other. Interesting. Okay, so this is the one I can delete, because this ship here has some problems. Oh, never mind. This is the good one. But yeah, this is the good one. I widened out the back, like, a lot. but I'm not the biggest fan of the front on this one. I do want these arms under the thrusters like this. That would be pretty neat. Because this is awesome looking. I think this one does have the interior spaces. Never mind, that must be the third one I built. I've built a lot of iterations of this ship. I've made many attempts at it. Did I take a screenshot of this one? I can't wait for the next patch to come out fully, because it fixes the bug where these are not counted as landing gear and makes it so they're counted as both landing gear and thrusters like they're supposed to, which I am looking forward to. Oh, I can put portable refiners in here. Well, that's nice to know. I'll keep that in mind. I should quickly look at everything I can put inside of the ship. How does the teleporter work inside of the ship? I could not get the cables to work. Must attach to a structure. Huh. Okay, so all just furniture mostly. Hold on. I can put regular base building parts on the ship? What? That's awesome, but also annoying that it requires me to have parts. Wait, I'm in creative mode. I can do what I want. That's nice to know. And I can put these... Ooh, that's actually really cool. Now, question is, can I put floodlights on this puppy? Let's see, light. If I put this on the ship, will it actually light stuff up? I can't put it on the outside, though. Okay. Worth a shot. Okay, where are just like the regular lights and stuff? There they are. Okay. White light. I can, in fact, just put these on the ship, and they do generate light. I just wish, Oh, I need to go to the Zendesk and ask them to implement something. I think we desperately need all of the ships, not only, you know, the Corvettes, but the regular ships, to have floodlights on them so you can see, like, where your ship's pointing in the dark and all that, and also to illuminate everything around the ship. For the Corvettes, they could put it on all of the, you know, the cockpit units. Okay. So we can put lights there. We can put ring lights in places. That's nice to know. We can put these in places as well. Nice to know. So those are things we can do. Something broke. No way to pull up the build menu. What happened? I encountered a bug. I encountered a bug. Hello, games. If you pick the interior decals, it breaks the menu. Well, now I know. Now I know. Okay, so let's take a look at this from above real quick. This This is a really cool looking ship. I just need to put something on top of it. That is pretty cool. I think I like the overall silhouette of this much more than the other one. So I think I'm gonna go with that, but with the refined details I put into the Pelican design. That's the plan, at least. So, let me find the ship I have that is totally borked. What the hell? Okay. So let's summon the one that's broken. Which ship was the broken one? I think it was this one? Is this the one with all the clipping? Yes, this is the clipping one. So we will modify this one to clear it. This ship is very cool, but it is incredibly broken because of all the clipping issues on the interior. But this was me just experimenting with that other design. I really like having the glass windows up at the front, but... Oh, I accidentally deleted one, my bad. Yeah, I like having the glass windows, but it prevents me from getting the profile I want on the ship. So I think we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna undo this one. And then I have one more ship that I haven't inspected that I was messing around with. Okay, it wasn't the... Was it the Rydak of Beauty? I think it was the Rydak. Yeah, the Rydak. Okay. So this was my second attempt at that particular design. And it is a big, beefy boy. And let me take a good look at the front of this one. Because I like what I did with this one. I think this is my favorite one aesthetically that I've done so far. And yes, they're all the same color and pattern currently. I'll fix that later. It's really cool design, though. I spent way too much time making that. So, as much as I probably need to get rid of this one, I might keep it just because of how cool it looks. I need to remove these landing gear, actually. I'll do that. Okay, what did the interior of this one look like again? Oh, this is the one with the bugged interior, too. So I noticed on... I don't know if it's a bug that's just because of my save being an older one, but the room doesn't change shape to accommodate the modules like it's supposed to. So you have stuff clipping. Like, if I put down planters, they might be inaccessible. Let me try. Because that is a problem I was having, yesterday. Yeah, if I exit the build menu... Oh, good, it fixed. Okay, so the issue fixed itself. Yesterday, see how this panel's sticking out? That was sticking out through that. That's not good. Also, this one does have some clipping. My thrusters are clipping into the rooms. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when constructing this thing. Okay, so. Plan 1. I feel like the window at the back, though. I forgot how to get out of my ship. So, let's see where the clipping issues are so I know how to avoid them. So if I put these turbines directly above a hab, they will clip. That's a little unfortunate. kind of messes up my plans just a little bit. We'll see. Alright, so let's pull back out the one that is incredibly broken, as cool as it looks. And that was that's one I was working on experimentally. I wish it would show the full vehicle. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Go back! Teleporter, right? That's the wrong one. Ha! I'm glad there's an icon for that. You were the Clippy boy, right? No. I need to name my ships properly. That lighting is weird. Okay. It was the Skylar. No. Damn it. I need to name my ships, dude. I really need to name my ships myself because I get these names mixed up. It was the Rydak of Beauty. No, it wasn't. I've already forgotten which ship it was. Oh my god, I hate myself. Hate myself for not naming my ships. Okay, bear with me, guys, as I try to find the right ship. I've summoned the wrong one like 5 times now. Like, the ship is cool. I don't want to get rid of a ship that isn't broken. Okay, you were also not the Clippy one. Or were you? See, I need to... This is gonna drive me insane. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so we are going to destroy this one and use this one as the foundation for the new one. Because this one, as awesome as it is a clipping nightmare. So, we're gonna fix that. That's where I put that shield generator. Nice to see some people have joined. Feel free to make yourself known in the comments. In chat, helps out a lot. Helps keep me engaged. Also, feel free if you want to give me some ideas as well. Alright, so how long do I want to make this puppy? Let's put down at least one landing gear so we can start. Put you here and put another one here just to start with. Okay. We can put down foundations. Or should we? I want to try and keep it only 2 layers tall, but if I can't, that's fine. We'll experiment first. Okay, so we're going to stick with a Thunderbird class. Put that there. That there. Put that there for now. Okay, let us get the next layer of Thunderbird. I think this will do. And then Thunderbird class front end. Cool. So that's our start. And I might make this one longer here with the Titan class back end. Now, I don't know if this is going to be long enough. We'll find out. Let's start building the front of the ship first, because I have kind of an idea of my design. So we'll start with that. So I need the longshore calling upside down, like that. And then we're gonna take the turbine aerofoil. Yeah. Flip it upside down. Go. Open there. Open there. I think that's how I wanted that. Or was that? I don't know. Screw it. Okay, and this I think was... Oh no, that's not the part I thought it was. Okay, no! I didn't mean to do that! No. Resume, okay. Now, I think what I want to do is I'm gonna make sure I find the right cowling that I was using last time. I think what I actually need to do is delete this. Yeah, I think we need to put another ab unit here. Where is it? Put another Thunderbird walkway. Then we'll put ab at the front. This one. So, I think I had this right. I was just putting it in the wrong place. There. There. And then I think I was using this one. Further back, though. I wish I could have multiple ships spawned at once so that I could compare what I'm doing. Because this still feels off. Like I did something wrong here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do something. Store design for later. Summon my pelican. I can get another good look at it. And figure out what I did with the front here. This is the pelican. Okay, so. Yeah. That's what I did. Parts I was using were the long ones. I need the shorter ones. Cool. This is broken clipping. Yeah. Okay. Now we can continue what we're doing. I am glad that works the way it does. This back. So we were using a much more pronounced swept up front end. We'll use this one. Oop. And then we'll put on our the Argonaut ones. Yes. knots. That's not right. There we go. Fixed it. Okay, and then we had the Arcadia, like so, on either side, like that, with these on either side. Yeah. That feels much better. That feels way more correct. Okay, so now we need to work on the wings. So on the last one, we had these on here. So let me do Titan Hab. Thunderbird-class walkway. There. Either side of what will be the captain's quarters here. And then we're gonna take these. Oh, I need to put a hab up. I want to put a captain's quarters like space, so I think we're gonna put an ambassador hab right here. And this is gonna be our captain's quarters. Let's put on these. These are gonna be our wings. Interesting, those have like a half attachment points when no other part does. Okay, we need something else here in order for us to build them. That's okay. We're going to attempt to put on that landing gear we like. Yeah. That underneath, like so. Hopefully that doesn't clip into the hab. Let's put on a temporary reactor. Let's just strap on a temporary reactor in a space underneath the ship. Nope. Not there, though, because it'll clip through the... We'll just put a temporary reactor up top and a temporary thing of guns on the bottom here. That way we can go into the ship. And take a look around. Yeah, I hope they fix the camera shaking soon. Okay, do we have any clipping? No. Good. Good, good, good. Now, there might be a lot of clipping when we're flying. And I've never tried flying backwards, because that would only happen if we were flying backwards, to be honest. Which we shouldn't be doing. Okay, so there's our landing gear. See, ideally, I would make this whole bottom row just foundation pieces, like those couplers. But it would throw off the tail silhouette of the ship, which I don't want to do. But if it comes to that, we'll do that. If it comes to that. Cool. Okay, let's get back to editing. Wish I didn't have to run back over. Modify. Let us move you here. Yeah, there. We will put on our second set of thrusters here. We'll use these as the tail ones, because I still want to use that part. Boom. Boom. It's all coming together. So I need to attach, try out putting some thrusters on the side of this. Oh, the other landing gear. Need that first. Yes. More landing gear. Now, let's see about... Whoa. Camera did not like that. Can I use these wing parts as an extension? That. Hold on. That probably clips too much. Yeah, it clips through the housing a little bit. Not awful, though. That'll probably look fine in flight. Let's try out a few different things. That's cool and all. I want this to have proper wings. That is still a really cool part. I like this part a lot, too. What to use. Interesting that that can attach backwards there, of all things. Yeah, I don't think I can attach anything else to the underside of this. Yeah, can't do that. Worth a shot, though. Figured I'd at least try. At this point, I'm just experimenting, seeing what looks good where. Gotta be something I can put here to fill in that. Okay, so let me put another hab in. Don't want the ship to be too big, though. Let's finalize our wing design first. Let's one step at a time. One step at a time. Okay, so let's try this wing module. Can I attach the thruster to the wing module? No. Might be able to if I had something else there. Like a hab or something, maybe? You I can attach there. Which is very weird and interesting that that is something I can do. That is strange. How would these look up front? Flips through the engine a good bit, but not in like a horrible way. Can I move these back further? No, not really. Could put them there. Which does look kind of cool. If that's all I was doing with the ship, that'd be like cool for like a smaller ship. That's cool. But alas, not what we're looking for. Shame you can't rotate the thrusters. That would also be really cool if that was something you could do. But it is not, which is okay. Go about this. So this is obviously the part I'm gonna put here whenever I can snap there. Maybe put down couplers, then put down that part. Yeah, like that. Cool. Ship is gonna be a long boy. Now down here would normally be a really good place to hide shield generators. So we'll work on the underside later. Delete that now. Just finalizing, mentally finalizing some things. Okay, so now we can at least start working on the back half. Because I kind of have the silhouette I want going here on the front. I'll still figure out what to do with these wings, though. Before we proceed. Because, like, that's cool and all. But that feels a little too cluttered up at the front. I like that wing design, though. I wish I could do more with that. too much. These other counts. Speedbird nacelle? How does this look? So, not what I'm looking for. This might be the best choice here. I wish you could turn these around, but that's okay that you can't. It's still ultimately gonna look really dope. That looks nice. Doing quite a bit. Just wish I could fill in this gap a little better here. I still really wish you could rotate those. Experimentation. That there. Like some inverted wings look? Yeah, if you could flip these to where they're pointed downwards, that'd be amazing, Hello Games. That would be amazing. I wish there was a version of this part without the thingy. Back to the engines. I know there was at least one engine that looked really good up front. That didn't clip so much. Oh. Game over. But alas, it does clip a lot. I never noticed. That those thrusters actually say they boost stuff. Do you? No. I'm sure once they patch it, those will count as, you know what I mean, as thrusters. I mean, as having bonuses for being thrusters, that's what I meant to say. I could, if I wanted to. That'd be clipping like crazy, though. Yeah, the thruster goes right through that. We shall figure something out. Can I put an inverted one of these under here? Oh shit, I can. Holy crap. Like, who cares if that's clipping? That's not gonna be visible. Let's do this one. Let's apply the edits for now. Unable to finalize, no reactor. Okay, fine. Okay, let's take a good up-close personal look at it. See how we are feeling about it. Like, that's cool, but it is clipping too much. So we won't do that. We want to avoid clipping wherever we can. Certain kinds of clipping will be fine, but like if it's only visible in flight, that's fine. So that's a no-go. No-go on that. Really need to put something here. Question. Can I put this? Do that. Put this here on the front of this? No. It's kind of neat. Looks kind of neat too. Weird that can be placed there, of all places. Cargo sphere. So this would normally upgrade your cargo if you actually put those into your build. That's cool. That's also cool. That's not worth it. It's cool that the radar dish has a big gun on it. That's definitely a gun. It's definitely not anything else. Can I put windows on the front of these? Oh, those will clip like mofos, though. I could put windows on these. Let me see how that looks on the inside. I would still prefer to put thrusters on here, but if I can't, that's fine. I wish I could put something there to fill that out a little bit more. Yeah, they gotta fix these windows because they just, if there's no hab next to them, they just kind of float there, which does not look very good. So yeah, I think we're gonna end up putting an engine on those, but we'll come back to that. Let's work on the rest of the craft. How do I want to go about this? We need to squeeze in more rooms somehow. Without going overboard. Let's temporarily fill this in. Where did it go? Let's temporarily fill this in. As seamless as I would like that to be. Gap there that I'm not a fan of. We'll roll with it for now, though. Roll with it for now. How do I want to do this tail section? So I think we're going to go ahead, hide all our reactors in here. Head. Yeah, hide the reactors. Something along those lines. Where is my speed bird coming? I think how much the reactors stick up like that. I wish there was a better way to hide these. I would put them on the bottom of the ship if you could bottom them. That sounded wrong. But you can't flip them upside down and they stick through the hull of the ship, which is not good. 34 already. I was hoping to not be spending that much time doing this. I just don't know the best place to hide those reactors. They don't hide very well. This one is hyperdrive range and warp cell efficiency. This is maneuverability and boost. Azimuth. Yes, we'll go with that. I might end up having to make the ship a little taller just for this to work the way I want it to. I might have to do that. On there, no. Yeah, I might have to use these on the bottom. Let's just get the design down first, and then we'll make the necessary changes to reactor placement later. I do not want to spend too much time trying to figure that out. Just need a temporary placement for those. Just a temporary placement. This is the one I used on the other ship. He's on top now. There has to be a structure there, so we'll throw down a linkage so that I can attach those. Clips, but in a way that looks natural. What we're gonna do here is... don't want to put any more habs there quite yet. Some linkages there. What? I want to put a hab there, but it's the only thing that really fits what I want it to do. Now we can just go with that for now. Not sure how I'm feeling about this at the moment. Let us... some basic thrusters there. Then we will use... not quite. Not quite feeling that. Let's do... here, maybe? These on either end. Unused space. Back. Heavy linkage here. That'll fill that gap nicely. Kind of, perhaps, maybe. I am an indecisive individual. I wish that I hid the reactor better. Another Speedbird. This one here. Doesn't look as seamless as I would like it. Sorry if I'm being a little picky here. I want this to look really good. Okay, I think I'm seeing the strat here. I think I'm seeing the strat here. If I move everything up one, so if I put down that foundation like I was talking about, it would rectify that issue. The back will be 100% decide on anything here. Building your ideal ship is difficult. That's not what I want. You undid everything, you arsehole. Okay, it fixed it. I was worried there. I really do want some proper thrusters here on the back. Put down a temporary speedbird cowling. Let us get our thrusters that we're going to be using on here. Did I mount that in the right space? We'll see. If I can put the fin on, then I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. So that's going to be what our back thrusters are going to look like. The fin on them. And that might be where we end up putting that hab piece we were talking about. That can't go where I would like. That's fine. Okay, alright. Figuring it out. I am figuring it out. Figuring out the things that I want to be doing. I will make the perfect ship. It'll happen eventually. Why can't I put you where I want to put you? Exactly how I want that to be. Might just replicate the front and the back. Like do the same thing I did here, back here, but then have this tail extension behind it. That might be the best bet, because that'll give me room for some more habs on the backside. Things will look nice and streamlined. That actually looks pretty freaking dope, to be honest. That looks surprisingly cool. More so than I had initially anticipated that looking. It still gives me a place to hide reactors and such. It does look pretty freaking cool. Alright, let me fill this in and then see how this looks in flight, just to see how it looks. I still really want the frickin' big blade wing thing. These things, I freaking love these. Wish I could fit them on in a way that made a lot of sense. Could put them here, just to see how they look when finalized. Okay, let's put our stuff back on. Let us put our stuff back on. We need some stuff to put in places here. Nah. Keep best, just put on some more linkages. Fill in those gaps. And speedbird cowling. My preferred cowling, if it wasn't obvious. And then let's put some stuff on that. Get some greebling. The fact that I can't rotate this will annoy me to no end. Just let me put it on the side, please. Curse you. But hatches on the side, right? No. Why can't these be rotated? You irk me, game. You irk me. Well, this is just a temporary thing, so... See how spacious it is on the inside. Okay, the back does look very smooth. I really like that. I feel like this could go back one more space to allow some under attachment. Maybe? Mayhap, because then I could keep this in this exact position. Its exact position, man, I cannot talk. Alright, so we got some rooms here. Cool. No clipping. No clipping. Good. Let's put in the ladder to our cockpit area. Go. We have our what will be our captain's quarters over here. It's not the bed. A kitchen here as well. And that is our little captain's quarters. I'm not going to fully furnish this right now, but I figured I might as well get it set up. There's our crew thingy there. Come down here. I think these are going to be storage rooms. I am bouncing up and down. No, we'll make these hydroponics. That's frustrating. It puts it in front of you. Back into the room. Make these hydroponics. And what we're going to put in these is the stuff that is 100% necessary on every trip. So oxygen plants, sodium plants, stuff like that. Now, question is the door broken? Oh, the door's not broken. Good. That's a problem I've been running into a lot. Is the door being broken? Okay, let's see how this looks in flight and landing on a planet. This is not the finalized design. Barely all fits in camera, though. Okay, are all of the thrusters working? Because I've noticed if your ship is too complex, the thrusters won't work. It does look really cool. Let's catch it in some sunlight. Don't immediately crash into the space station, please. So here is our big boy. Okay, so I'm seeing some areas I can still improve. And I do get some thruster clipping when flying. So adding that foundation layer might do wonders for it. And I could also lift everything up one level to completely fill in things. Yeah. And I could go ahead and put more habs here to fill in the spaces and just have it be like one big old long boy. But I do like having this tapered section in the middle. These are tough choices. Well, let's fly down to a planet. Let's see how we look when landing. Actually, let's do this. The autopilot. Because I want. What was this moon again? Desolate. Dissonance detected. Cool. Side me. Have all gone. Wish I had friends. I like how you can stand on the back while you're pulsing. Just be careful not to slide off. You do slide backwards very slowly. Man, that is a heckin' good view. That's real party. Let's get down to the planet here. Also, I think the expedition's live. I might be doing that over the next couple days, sometime before it ends. So is this a desolate ice moon or just a regular desolate? Luckily, it's very flat, which makes landing super easy, barely an inconvenience. Of course, I landed on the one spot that wasn't flat. Sometimes that's just how that goes. And the reason I'm not using habs everywhere for the building blocks is simply because I do not want it, the interior to be too large and complicated. I just want the ship to be just basic, like, flying home. You know, just the necessities, nothing crazy. There's our dissonance right there. Alright, let's summon it and see how it looks when landing. It's pretty cool. I think I'm still going to do some tweaking. I have a little bit more time to keep focusing on this. I just want to create the perfect design for myself, so that whenever I start a new game and get back into it, I have something to work towards. Like a vision in my mind of what I want to build. But I'm definitely liking the way the front looks. It's the middle section I need to work on. I need to maybe lift it up off the ground a little bit more. And I might put a second set of these landing gear somewhere. Or landing thrusters, to be honest. Okay. Let's head back and continue our work on the ship here. You have to be in space to use autopilot. Space station. Cool. Yeah, if this was 1 unit longer, I'd put like a lounge area. So I still haven't decided what I'm going to fill in all this space with. So our warp trail does go through our ship. Could be weirder. They need to put some occlusion. What am I doing? They need to put some occlusion inside the ship so outside particle effects don't leak through. Wait, how does this look flying back? That's a question. I'm gonna check that. Doesn't really affect clipping at all. These things always point forward. This thing looks... The trails look cool. Can't wait till I can change the color of the trails. Okay, so I'm really satisfied with the front of the ship. I'm just gonna take those other things off, though. See, I think we're just gonna go with the vulture look, but with the tail of a pelican. I think that's what we're doing. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's drop these. We'll figure out something else to put there in a moment. For now, let's undo the back for now, temporarily. Let's just focus on the center here. Might do is take this, move it forward. Yeah. No, I didn't mean to delete it. I meant to move it. Move it forward. Then take this same thing, put it there. Same thing, put it there. Make the back and the front kind of symmetrical. At least that's the plan. Move that further back. We're gonna have a separate cargo bay space. We're gonna put another Thunderbird. No Thunderbird cab. Get in there where I want you to be. There, yeah. Put this thing back where it was. Delete that. Delete that. And I think we're definitely going to put another set of those landing thrusters underneath here. I think I'm getting the gist of what my final plan is going to be. Move those back so that I can put another set of the landing thrusters back here. I really enjoy these. At the very least, okay. I can still put these back here, which I will do. Weird that I can put that on the inside. Weird. Weird. I need to stop quoting that heathen of a human being. Okay, okay. So that is a thing that has now happened. So, where is our couplers again? Put you there. Put those thrusters back on the back. And we don't want to end up with too many thrusters, but that's okay. Because if you do too many thrusters, shit gets weird. That looks kind of cool. It's weird that I can do that on one side, but not the other. Is there a reason for that? Why can I do that on one, but not the other? Huh. That's weird. So I can attach that there, but if I reverse it, I cannot attach it on this side. No, 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 no. That is strange that that is how that is working. Okay, well, instead, let's put... this one. Yeah, it's that one. Put these back here to fill that in. Give us our silhouette we're looking for. And Speedbird. That was backwards. Speedbird. Want it to hang off just a little bit. Actually, keep it like that. And then we'll attach the S-foils inside of that. Okay. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Weird that I can attach that over, like, without it. That's weird. Strange that that is a thing that I can do. It's letting me put it on top of the other existing part. How does that look? Doesn't look horrible. It's just weird that I can do that. Like, that definitely won't show up in the ship icon. Honestly, I could make the back wider. And that would give me room for more habs, so I'll keep that in mind. I might do that off camera, though. I'll move all of the back end out one hab. That might be what I do. And that'll give me the space back there that I want. Gotta say, though, this is looking pretty dope. This is indeed looking dope as hell. Just experimenting with parts now. Just want to put something on the front. Okay, let's stop messing around with that. Let's just get the rest of our ship together. Experimentation. Seeing where my snap points are. That on the front, that looks pretty cool. With that for a little bit. Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Fan of how that's looking. What are these? I've never messed with these. The round bits? Nah. If you could attach somewhere else, cool. Okay, we need something double long, so probably this part. It's one of my favorite parts. I feel like with two of them overlapping. Kind of cringe. I don't know why I said it like that. Curse me. The thing we're going to do here is we're going to do a double speed bird. And an arched back. Let's see what these look like here. It's cool, but the way I like it. Looking quite cool. Cool if I could snap that in there. A little more gappage than I would like there. Can I move these forward more? No. I know I can move these forward. Feels, but I can only do it on one side. That is weird that that is working that way. If anyone knows why it does that, let me know. As if there were people watching, but there's not. Let's some calendars here. Is there a speed bird? Is there a thinner speed bird nacelle? Just an engine cover? Which is cool, but not what I want. You really gotta combine things with their intended part for it to look like really good. That's cool, but I don't like how that looks with the Speedbird. Is that the Super Cruise? Okay, is there a Super Cruise diffuser? Super Cruise cowling. There is one. Keep that in mind. And then let's put in some vent details. In some various places. That scared me. I like how those can be fused into that part. But I think I'm going to use the other one. Where's that other decorative piece? There it is. Reactor vent. Reactor vent looks good inside of that. Put you there. Then we shall put General Greebling back here. Really fill that in. It's weird that I can put that inside the part, which is not at all where I want it. Put that on top of the engine? Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where's that part? Can I grab it? Yeah, delete. Can I hide a shield generator in there? That would be ideal. Not really, unfortunately. I'm still gonna find a place to hide these. Because I want them on the ship, but I don't think I can find a place to hide them. Alright. Let's put some guns on this puppy. In fact, I can get some underneath here. Let's go with the regular ones. I don't know if these give me a different weapon. Phase beam array. Okay, so this gives me a phase beam. Actually, no, let's put the phase beam array on the front. In the middle. Put these on the side. With the phase beam one in the middle. You're not in the right spot. That somehow got put completely in the wrong place. There we go. And then we'll put the missile pods on the bottom over here. These are actually easy to hide inside of ship components. Like, I can hide it inside of there. I can put it inside of so many different places. That's what she said? Missiles. Put some missiles on this puppy. Let's put another landing thruster on the back. In the future, put some foundations down here. It does look quite good, although it is way bigger than I ever planned on making it. Apply our edits. Let's check the inside, see how it looks. Ah, crap, I forgot about the clipping here. I forgot about that, the hab clipping. Can't be having that. So yeah, it might be worth it to move everything up one unit. Well, at least I have the design down that I'm going for. This is going to be the most expensive thing to actually build in-game, though. take off. Gotta say, looks really cool. Okay, are all of my thrusters actually displaying? No. That means I have too many thrusters. Because some of them are not displaying. So I might have to remove that central thruster. Central thruster, yeah. It's not showing up. If I move everything up one unit, I should get rid of the clipping on those engines. Plus, angle down so we can get a good view of the ship. So yeah, those rear thrusters aren't working because I have too many thrusters. Which I totally get. Yeah, I could probably move the back end out a hab unit. Which if I did that, it would fix that clipping there. Because I could put a hab on either side of the wing here, which would extend those out far enough to no longer be clipping with the floor below. And then I can lower the floor one more level so that the landing thrusters aren't poking through. And maybe instead of having a thruster back here in the center, I could maybe put a hab there and put a rear observation deck there. Might be a potential objective. Might also swap out this back cover here with the fuel rods for a larger observation deck. I could put a small hab there with windows on all sides. As an observation deck. But this does look really freaking cool. Definitely a lot longer than its inspiration, the UNSC Vulture, Heavy Vulture, but still very cool. And it looks relatively seamless. Pretty satisfied with the overall look. Just need some tweaks and maybe to drop that one engine at the back because it's not displaying properly. Might instead put some, like a decorative piece there. Figure that out. Alright, let's go land it on a planet just to see how it feels. Where's that moon? Moon. This new feature is quite addicting to mess with. I'm probably gonna have several streams of me just trying to perfect this damn ship. I also need to make a simpler design for early game. Nice. Man, we got there fast. Man, Corvettes move so much faster than fighters in Pulse. Yeah, we gotta do something about this whole clipping situation. It's a slight problem. And there is, I did notice there is room underneath the ship for habs as well, so I could have some lower storage decks. I just don't want the main habitable space to be too complex as far as its layout. It's weird when you're in space, the controls are inverted, but when you're not in space, they are not inverted. Totally took some of the land with me. Cool. I like how it gives you a restore point inside of your ship. They need to fix the rendering disk inside the ship, though, because there's a lot of bugs. I'm not touching the ground. So these do display thrust on the underside, but they don't count as thrusters. So only the front ones are on. It's interesting, the back ones don't turn on. The smaller ones? Yeah, I'm reaching the display limit for thrusters. It's not good. That's another thing I need to let Hello Games know about. Okay, let's summon the ship just to see how it looks when it comes in. I just need to find a flat bit of land. I'll say, this moon is pretty as hell. This is a pretty moon. No one's chatting with me. Be real cool if you people watching would actually communicate. Why can I put fossils everywhere? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so summon it somewhere where it can actually freaking land. Looks really cool when it lands, though. It's really cool when it lands. Alright. Well, I don't have much more time for today. I've spent a lot of time doing this. Just trying to create the perfect vessel. Perfect to my standards, at least. Oh, I'm doing a flip. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Movability on this thing leaves a little bit to be desired. Let's go back to the space station. Cool if you could stay in the pilot seat while autopilot's on. Oh, you can. You just have to get back in. I wish it didn't automatically kick you out of the seat, though. This thing sounds pissed. I like the sounds it makes. Ugh. Whoa. Hit the station so hard it sent me to the warp zone. Alright, cool. I think that's the best I'm gonna have time for tonight on this thing. I spent way too long messing with this. But I think I have a game plan now. Now that I have the kind of the base design kind of finalized, it's just gonna be a matter of fixing the clipping and the tolerances a little bit. Need to move everything out a little bit more if we can. Yeah, I might do a bottom foundation layer with some habs mixed in that are going to be storage habs. Yeah, and that'll allow me to move these landing arms down one layer so that they don't clip through the ship. And then I can move everything on the ship up one layer to better hide reactors and stuff. And then take the back end and move it out one hab unit so that these turbines don't clip through the ship. Then I need to figure out something else to do with this thruster because I seem to have reached the active light limit for the thrusters. Because, like, as you can see, this one's on this side, this one's on this side, but they're not on this side. And then same thing with my engine thrusters, the double one in the back. What am I stuck on? I am stuck inside my own ship. The one on the back doesn't turn on when I fly either. I'm gonna have to fix that. But it does look really, really cool. It's incredibly nice. And if I do the thing I want to do and I move everything up a layer, this will still be open as it is. And then it'll go up one floor to the main area and then up one more floor to the cockpit. And I think that's how that's going to go. That is the plan, at least. Oh, door's broken again. That's been happening a lot. They need to fix that. I don't know what causes that bug, but sometimes it just gets stuck and it won't close. Or you'll get stuck inside your ship. But anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna have to end the stream here. I know this is the exact same as the last stream where I just sat there building crap. But I really want to create the perfect ship so that when I get back into starting a new survival mode, I have a goal to reach of, like, achieving the perfect craft. Just a nice, big ol' spaceship like this. That is the plan. It is looking really cool, though. Just got some kinks to work out. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to have to leave it here. This building mechanic is a blast, but it is very time-consuming, and I do not have the time to spend all my night working on this. I do still work tomorrow, and then got family stuff to deal with on my off days, but I will still be probably returning to streaming Expedition 33 and Kazan on one or both of those days. And then, yeah, I just got to get caught up on some edits and stuff. I just got a lot of stuff to do. You know, woe is me, woe is me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please hit the bell notification icon to know when I upload new stuff. Like, subscribe, and please leave a comment on the VOD or on any of the videos. Check out my other content as well. I've been playing Expedition 33, First Berserker Kazan, and I do have an ongoing, although I am taking a break from it, series of Elden Ring New Game Plus, so check that out as well. Yeah, but there will be more No Man's Sky coming up. I'll probably be spending more time perfecting my ship build because I'm a perfectionist. Yeah. But this has been Dovault.